Welcome back to ELH4X4 doing stuff. We're working on the front seats. This is the piece of cardboard that is in the driver's seat. You can tell there's damage when the frame broke. This is the part where the headrest is. What we got to do is we got to take this, use it as a template, and put it up on here. I couldn't find any cardboard that was over 24 inches without folds in them. All right, so this is a 48 by 36, I think, and it's a poster board I got at a Hobby Lobby. And yeah, so anyway, we're going to maybe incorporate one of these bends that are already in the poster board. Who knows? We'll try to figure it out. I'll have to lay it out, but we got to draw a template. So come on along. All right, we're going to start with the passenger side seat because this is a functioning seat. I'm still waiting on parts for, or a part for the driver's seat. So we got to take the trim off. There's going to be a fastener up underneath the cushion. Alright, we got to remove the lumbar adjusting knob, which there's a detent. But there's two nuts, one here, one up there, and then we'll get the cable separated from the knob. And then we'll come back. So I'll show you what's going on there. All right, so you turn it counterclockwise until the little ball, you can see the ball, and you just pull down on the cable and slide it out. lift the cushion out of the risers on the seat track, and you slide the cushion forward. And then that'll give you access to take the panel off, and then we got to remove the seat belt. 18 mil. There we go. See, now we got access to the clip on the bottom of the seat. There we go. And we can see the same cardboard that I got to fix on the driver's seat. There we go. Get the armrest. So as you can see, we got the upholstery pulled up over the mounting point of the armrest, and that exposes us to a rubber band. And a clip. And that rubber band is important because it keeps the clip from separating. There we go. And then we'll just retrieve the clip and the rubber band later. You know, I was thinking, like, why don't I just cut this thing off, you know, completely, speed it up. Why am I taking my time and being careful and not just cutting everything out? And well, I may not like the upholstery that I'm working with. You know, and I may put the stock stuff back on. Which means that I'll have to find fabric seat covers for the driver's side, because I cut the driver's side up and I shouldn't have. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to work on taking the seatbelt cover off. There's some tabs in there that you got to push down to take it off. I think they're located up at the top. All right, we'll figure that out. GoPro, stop recording. So the band and clip fell out on their own, but that's how it would look while it's on the armrest. So this is what the seatbelt stuff looks like. I guess we can work on our headrest. There's going to be two little holes where the stems to the headrest are. Can you see that? And you can get up underneath there and pry it off. Maybe. Uh-oh. Don't want to do it that way. There we go. That'll make the upholstery a little bit easier to pull over. All right, we can go back to starting to pull the seat cushion up. So we just want to kind of take it and flip it inside out, pull up, push the foam through. There we go. And then work on the front. There's going to be Velcro here, here, and here. So we want to get in between the hook and loop. And that's what the loop looks like. You guys seeing that? Where are we at here? There's little ribs, I guess, that will clip on to the part to give the armrest its form, or the cutout for the armrest its form. So you just pull those off of that wire. Okay. And now we just pull the headrest, the holes for the headrest. There we go. And then also it's going to be the seat belt. You know, we feed the bezel through and then we feed the cable through, and then now we got a decent cushion cover, upholstery, factory upholstery, that we could reuse if we have to. But this gives us an idea of what the other piece of cardboard should look like when we glue it back together, because it actually gets glued and it's in between the cushion and the headrest guides. So, yeah. All right, anyway. All right, we've got a quick fix on that. It's going to hold together, so it doesn't matter how it looks. It's going to be hidden unless you get up underneath there anyway. All right, we could go back to reassembling everything. All right, this is what we got. that what the upholstery dudes do? Anyway. Make sure you put these in the right spot. I kind of stretched this one out, putting it in the wrong one. Now we got to put our adjustable lumbar in its position. And I'm going to clean this bezel up. Be right back. All right, there we go. We got our bezel on. Can probably wipe our gloves down by this point. Right, we could use the old cushion as a template for the size of the hole. My hole was just a little bit smaller. That's practice one. It is very important to install a clip and a band first. So all you gotta do is lift up a halter. Okay, that's good. Put the band on. Go. That's one. So we get our lumbar adjustment cable and we put that off to the side. Right, and then we got this tab that we got to put a hole in for the Christmas tree fastener. that. Well, we gotta put our cable. Route our cable around that side. Then we'll do the other side. Okay. All right, we still have to put our headrest in, which they don't have a cover for. Cut our holes for the headrest posts. And put our armrest. They do have upholstery for the armrest. So we have a pattern here that we can follow. There's the little stem that sticks out, and then the holes over here, so we just cut an oval in this spot. So with a little bit of persuasion, you're able to get it in. So now we could put our bottom cushion in. All right. Seatbelt tag out. We got to route it through the cushion. Right, that way the natural twist in it is correct. All right. There we go. There's that and that. Let's get our seat belt. OBM frame. Okay. All right, well, good news is that we got the lumbar cable routed the wrong way. I have it coming out this way. We need to have it going out by the armrest. So I got to work on that. And we can continue to, well, one, move your razor blades. All right, that would be fun. All right, I'm going to go back through this stuff and get things routed properly, and we'll tune right back in. Go. All right, we got lumbar action going on. there you have it. It's kind of wrinkly, but you know, it looks good. Wrinkly, but good. All right, thanks for watching ELH 4X. No, but wait. Stand by. So, this is the original. The only thing that broke on it was this little clip. Not clip, but the frame. This is the replacement. It's the same exact frame. Do I go with plastic? Or do I go with the steel one? So that's the dilemma that I'm going to have to figure out here in a little bit. So now, thank you for watching ELH 4X4 doing stuff. Seat upholstery. We'll see you at the next one. So what I forgot to add was the headrest. Right, so I just put 2 slots in it, pulled it over, put the headrest in. But this is what the seat looks like installed. Bottom cushion is really comfortable. Everything functions properly, so all right, we'll see you at the next one.